I don't know about you guys, but when it comes to buying football shirts from South America, I find it quite difficult. I've been collecting football shirts now for almost 7 years in October, and I only have 22 football shirts from that region, which, when you compare it to Europe, where I have over 230, the numbers kind of pale in comparison. And it's not because I didn't want to buy from that part of the world, it's just very difficult. There are a few sort of boundaries and barriers that kind of stop me from buying football shirts. One of them is just simply availability. There aren't all that many clubs that seem to appear. You get to see a lot of the sort of the major ones, so Corinthians, Boca Juniors, River Plate, um, Sao Paulo, Santiago Wanderers. These clubs appear every year, and you get a chance to buy some of their new stuff, which is, to be honest, really good quality, really nice designs. But if you're like me and you only want to buy one sort of shirt from each club, once you have all of these clubs, you kind of sat there twiddling your thumbs thinking, well, I can't really do anything with these. I kind of want some other stuff, but no one else is selling them. So it comes to two options. You either then have to go searching for it in South America, which I'm not afraid to go and buy from all these places. As you can tell, I buy them from everywhere. But buying from South America just seems to be a little bit more difficult. A lot of places just simply flat out don't ship to Europe. And the ones that do, they charge quite a lot to ship across, ignoring the fact that there's probably going to be some sort of shipping and import fees at the end of all this. So that kind of discourages probably most people, and if it's discouraging me, then it's definitely going to be discouraging a lot of people. And that's kind of where I was sat. Occasionally, some would appear in the UK, but for the most part, I just had to put it on the back burner. Well, in my quest to find places that sell football shirts and to expand the choice for not only myself, but for you guys as I talk about them, I stumbled across an account as I was going on Instagram. At first, I thought it was just a collector. I thought, whoa, this person's got an amazing collection of South American shirts. But when I looked again, no, actually, it was a store. So I clicked on their link, and I was taken to their website, and I was really, really impressed with what I saw. Scrolling through there was all of the big teams that you would expect, but there were loads and loads of clubs that I'd either never heard of before, or I'd never seen their shirts for sale before. So I dropped these guys a message, and I goes, hey, just found your website, really good, love the quality of content, good website, keep up the good work. And they got back to me really quickly, great response time, great at communicating. And we went back and forth for a bit. And they came up with an idea that maybe we do a little collaboration work. So I was like, yeah, of course. I'm all about trying to promote businesses and give you guys, the viewers, a chance to buy football shirts from not only the same sort of two or three places that we all seem to buy from. And they were kind enough to actually send me a shirt across to do, as I normally do, is an unpackaging and a review. So I suppose it's best to talk about the company first quickly. They're a company called Latin Football Shop, and they're actually based in Spain. So they're not based in South America, so you don't have to worry about the long shipping times or the importing it or the fees. That's all been done for you. It's already in mainland Spain. So if you're in Europe, it's quite simple. And not only if you're in Europe, if you're anywhere across the world, they ship worldwide. So if you're in America, or if for whatever reason you're in South America and want to ship from Europe, then you can do that. And the company is actually owned by two Argentinians also. So it's not like just some random guy like myself who has an interest in South American football. These guys have lived it. They know what it's all about. It's all about passion and what the jersey represents. And also they can use their links to back in Argentina to source these shirts. All of these shirts are authentic and legitimate. Trust me, I would not be working with anybody who offered even if it was a slight chance of them being dodgy. So you can be rest assured that the shirts that you'll be buying from them are all perfect. And one thing that they really do that really stood out for me, as somebody who only buys shirts that are brand new and have tags attached, these guys, when you go on a product page, of course they have the photograph of the shirts and you can see the details. They also have a photograph of the tags if they have any tags, which is really useful because a lot of the manufacturers I've never heard of before. The manufacturers like KDY, Ad Hoc, Leon, and Gesher. I don't even know how to pronounce that one. These are manufacturers that I've never seen before. And that's always been a reason why I've been discouraged from buying directly, because if I'm spending all this money on a manufacturer that I don't even know is going to arrive with tags, and then ultimately it doesn't, that shirt's kind of useless to me. So that's one of the reasons why I haven't been doing it. However, if these guys are putting in the image, I know exactly what I'm getting. And if it's not there, well then it's just going to be a manufacturer that doesn't offer it. And I thought that was really cool. And on top of that, not only do they have the great customer service, the great shirt selection, they have great prices. Now, they've only been actually operating since January of 2021, so less than 6 months. And what they have to offer is quite remarkable, really. They have a great selection of shirts, and they have some amazing clearance items. A lot of clubs that you may not necessarily be too familiar with, but some of the shirts are beautiful. I definitely will be picking up some of those. Prices are like less than €50, €40. And not only have they provided me with a shirt kindly, they've also provided me to then provide to you guys, the viewers, a discount code. This discount code is going to be valid for 2 weeks, and it allows you to get even further reductions on the great prices on the site. Now, I'm going to open the package first and then give you the discount code, because I think the shirt's actually really cool and I think you might want to see it. And at the end of the video, I want to give you the discount code, and hopefully you're able to pick up some great South American shirts and expand your collection. So, once again, thank you to the guys at the Latin Football Shop. I really appreciate what you've done, and yeah, I'm really excited to see the shirt that's inside. They give me the opportunity to select the shirt, and I purposely chose this one because it had a few things that sort of stood out to me. So, without further ado, let's see what happened. I think this shirt arrived within probably about 4 days, maybe 5 days of them sending it. So that's great shipping time. That's, considering it's coming from Spain, absolutely amazing. So let's see what we have. Woo. Hey, what's this? Oh, we have some. I'll make sure there's nothing else hidden away. I think it's just sort of customs sort of stuff. Yes, so ignore that. So we have some stickers. So I have no idea who any of these players are. I do apologise. I will just put an image of them on the screen now, and you guys can have a quick look. But I think that's really cool. Sort of following on from like a lot of retailers have these little things, and it's just a little something that just sort of adds a little bit to the purchase. Panini styled Argentinian stickers, so that's really cool. And then we have the shirt itself. So it comes packaged, of course, brand new, and has the tag. So there is the sort of rear, I guess, and then there's the front. So you can see it is an Under Armour shirt, which I believe is only the second Under Armour shirt I own. I think it's Cruz Azul from Mexico that I have. Other than that, I've not got any of theirs. So that's kind of cool. Let's get into it. Put that over there. So then, there is the rear of the shirt. And then we have the front, where all the action is. How about that, eh? What a wonderful colour scheme. So let's dress the mannequin, and I'll come back to you with some knowledge about the football shirt. Well, there we go. There is the shirt, and I am extremely happy with what I have received. It's exactly as I imagined it. The quality is amazing. There's no issues. There's no damage. Beautiful. So the club itself is Estudiantes de La Plata, and this is their third shirt from 2020. So Estudiantes de La Plata translates to students from La Plata, and the club was actually founded in 1905, where a bunch of fans and players broke away from Gimnasia La Plata. I think Gimnasia focused primarily on indoor sports, whereas of course these lot wanted to focus on football, which is outdoor. So they formed their own club. And you can imagine there's quite a rivalry between those clubs even to this day. And one of the reasons why I wanted this shirt was the crest. So from 2020, so the shirt that this was from, they decided to revert back to the older crest that they were using. So in 2012, they changed from this style just to a sort of a regular crest with a star above. And it was fine, but I kind of like this one. I think it's more sort of traditional and associated with the club, and I kind of think it looks kind of cool. So I was really pleased to see that. I think they're just using that one on the jerseys and team wear. I think officially it's still the normal crest. It's just sort of it's a nice little touch. But the main reasons why I wanted it was simply the colour. Now, for a lot of people, the combination of sort of gold and brown is not the most amazing combination. But for me, I wanted it just because I want to have a better variation of the colours that I have in my collection. So most of the shirts that I have follow the traditional colour set. So you've got red, blue, yellow, green, black, white, pink. But I only have one shirt that's brown, and I have one shirt that's gold. I mean, it's mainly gold. Whereas this one kind of ticks both of those boxes, and it's not a common colours to have, but similar to the pink, I want to get more brown and gold shirts just because I think it's kind of unique and rare. So this is the reason why I went for that one. So I'm really happy with that, and it sort of ticks that box. So with regards to the shirt itself, the sponsor is heat transferred across, similar to the Under Armour logo, and the Estudiantes crest is sort of stitched on and embroidered into the material, so it's quite a bit more durable. One feature this shirt does have, and it's on the back of the neck, are 3 stars. Now these stars are signifiers of one of the greatest achievements in, I suppose, South American football. And it's the 3-peat, the triple victory that Estudiantes had in the Copa Libertadores. So in 68, 69 and 70, they were the first ever team to win 3 consecutive Copa Libertadores, which I think Peñarol were the first team to win 3 total, but Estudiantes were the first to ever do that sort of consecutively. So that's quite an achievement. I'm not 100% certain if anybody's able to replicate that. My knowledge of South American football is kind of limited, but I think that's quite a nice little bit of history that the club obviously likes to sort of promote and is really happy about. So they put it on the back of their shirts, and I kind of like the little stars and the numbers. It's kind of a nice, cute design. But yeah, that's the shirt really. Really nice. The fit is really good. It's definitely medium. And I'm really pleased with what Under Armour have done there. So, one last thing to do is to give you guys the discount code that hopefully will encourage you to buy amazing South American football shirts and expand your collection. So, the guys at the Latin Football Shop have been exceptionally generous and have given you a 20% discount code to use, which is valid for 2 weeks from right this instant. So as soon as you're watching this video, because I'm sure you're watching it the instant it's released, it's valid for 2 weeks. And the code is quite simple. It is DAN, so DAN, CFS, as in Club Football Shirts, 20, because you're getting 20% off. There's no excuse not to buy at least one football shirt from these guys. Now, just think of it as supporting the guys that are supporting me. I don't ask for anything from you guys. I just ask you guys to watch the videos and enjoy yourselves, really. I think as a football shirt collector, I think it's vitally important that we have many options for us to buy football shirts from. If we're buying from the same places, eventually they'll just take advantage of that and continue to rise the prices. And I think the more options we have, just the better. And our collections will become more unique. If we're all buying the same shirt from the same place, it's kind of boring. Whereas if we go to these guys, then we'll have some amazing South American shirts. So they're only a relatively new company, so support them, and maybe in a year's time they'll be pulling in some great shirts. Like they have the Palestino shirts, which are very popular. Chilean team who of course have links to sort of Palestine, and those shirts always sell out when they hit the UK and some of the retailers over here. And these guys have many versions of the shirt, and the prices are really good. So if I was to sort of suggest any shirt for you guys to buy, I would say use the sort of the discount code of Dan CFS20 and use it on one of those shirts, because any collection with that shirt in would look really good, and that's going to be one of the shirts that I'm going to be getting as well. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I really like the idea of being able to give back to you as the viewer. That's just how I am in person. I'm trying to be generous and helpful. As always, if you've got any questions, you know where I am. Put them in the comments below. Message me on Instagram. And yeah, again, thank you, a big thank you to the friends at Latin Football Shop for giving me the opportunity to own this shirt, and for giving you guys the opportunity to get a wonderful discount on some beautiful football shirts. Anyway, as always, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.